Yo guys, what's going on? And today I'm bringing you guys a comparison video between two of the best centers in the league currently, in Hassan Whiteside and Rudy Gobert. Now with that said, I got PSG joining me today in a collab.
What's up guys, it's PSG.
So be sure to check out his channel. Also, he makes great NBA content, and there will be a link to his channel in the description below, so be sure to check it out. Now we're going to be scoring these players each out of 10 in each of the 7 categories, which is scoring, rebounding, passing, defense, leadership, accomplishment, and value. Now if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Now let's get right into it. Scoring: Whiteside 5, Gobert 5. Now I gave them the same score in scoring because they relatively score in the same fashion. You're not really gonna see both players score anywhere behind the arc at all, or attempt any jump shots as well. Most of the scoring came from the paint. Last season, 44% of Whiteside shot attempts came from the paint, and 37% of them came from 3 to 10 feet away from the basket. And the same thing can be said about Gobert as well, where 84% of his shots came from the field. So again, most of their shot attempts came from the paint, but both players came off a very solid season where Whiteside averaged 17 points on 55% shooting from the field, and Gobert averaged 14 points on 66.1% shooting from the field. But both get the same score in scoring.
Passing: Whiteside 2, Gobert 2.5. Due to both of them playing the center position, they're not really passing the ball much. Last season, Whiteside averaged 0.7 assists per game, including only 93 in his career of 217 games. Gobert, on the other hand, averaged 1.2 assists per game, and that was the only reason I really gave Gobert a slight edge over Whiteside in passing.
Leadership: Whiteside 7, Gobert 6. Now looking at both players, they are two of the best centers in the league, but in leadership wise, I haven't really seen much from them to give them a higher score above 8 or something along those lines. Both players are extremely talented, and I can see them improving on becoming a better leader for their team. And with that said, they are also the star player on their team. Yeah, you can argue that Dion Waiters might be the leader of the Miami Heat, but we have seen much more success in Whiteside playing in Miami than Waiters. And the reason why I gave Hassan the edge over Gobert is because last season Gobert had to play alongside Gordon Hayward, and many people would agree that he was the leader of the Utah Jazz. But now since he's gone, we are now able to see what Gobert is capable of doing as the leader of the team. But overall, I can see both of them becoming a better leader for their team.
Rebounding: Whiteside 8, Gobert 8. Both are very proficient in rebounding, being two of the best rebounding big men in the league right now. Looking at stats from last season, Hassan Whiteside averaged 14.1 rebounds per game. If you dig a little deeper into advanced stats, more specifically rebound percentage, you see that Whiteside grabs 23.9% of the rebounds when he's on the floor, compared to Gobert, who only averages 21.7% of the rebounds. One reason this could be the case is because Whiteside played mostly with the stretch 4 being Luke Babbitt, compared to Gobert, who played a majority of his games with Derek Favors. Overall, I don't see a huge difference, so this category will be a tie.
Value: Whiteside 9, Gobert 9. Now looking at both players, they are very valuable to their team's success, with them being the star player of their team. So this plays a huge part in the team's success, and if you were to take these players off their team, they wouldn't even be a playoff team. And yeah, Miami didn't make the playoffs last season, but they only missed it by 1 game. So both players are extremely valuable to their team, and that's why I gave them the same score in value.
Accomplishments: Whiteside 2, Gobert 2.5. Since both players haven't really had a long career in the NBA, they don't have very many accomplishments. Whiteside has an all-defensive team selection, and Gobert only has an all-NBA and an all-defensive team selection. The only reason Gobert has the edge is because he has 2 accomplishments, compared to Hassan Whiteside, who only has 1.
Lastly, defense: Whiteside 7, Gobert 9. Now both centers are really good defenders, and I believe them to being two of the best defensive centers we have in the league today. But I decided to give Gobert the edge over Whiteside in this category simply because I believe Gobert is a better defender over Whiteside. And if you were to bring up the stats as well, it just proves my point even more. Last season Gobert was first in blocks, averaging 2.6 blocks per game, and he was also first in defensive win shares. But I'm not trying to take anything away from Whiteside. He is a very good defender as well, but overall Gobert takes the edge in this category. So if you were to add up the score for each players, Hassan Whiteside has a score of 40 and Rudy Gobert has a score of 42. Personally, I believe Gobert is a better center than Hassan Whiteside, but it's not by a huge margin. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and thank you so much to PSG for doing this collab with me. And I know I haven't really been that active the last week or so, but I'm planning to change that this week with back-to-back uploads, so stay tuned for that as well. And also guys, we are so close to 1K subscribers that I think we might hit it by tonight, so don't forget to leave your questions for the Q&A. I will be uploading that next.
I want to thank ModernHoops for having me on the channel today. If you like ModernHoops content, you will for sure like mine as well. I highly recommend you check out a few of my videos.
But with that said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all later. Peace.